Good morning, I'm Leslie Duarte. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get to our top stories pretty soon, but first let's take a look outside. This is Skycam 8. What a beautiful day. The flash flood just rushed through this neighborhood. Over 20 homes were evacuated. I want to show you what the water line on this fence looks like. It even looks like the water pushed the fence back. This is a slip out on Highway 1 in Big Sur. It's just north of the iconic Bixby Bridge. In Watsonville, the man accused of murdering his partner and threatening to harm his stepdaughter outside of the police station was in court this morning. 25-year-old Joshua Gonzalez pled not guilty to murder, assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder of an officer. Fire started around 4 o'clock this evening, and it affected two buildings of the apartment complex, a total of 8 apartment units, and 34 people were displaced because of this fire. Aaron, good evening. Things look a lot different now and better. There's still piles of debris throughout the beach, but the road is open, the parking lot is open, and that's thanks to Santa Cruz County Public Works crews that were here all morning cleaning up the debris, and also to the neighbors that jumped in to help with the cleanup efforts.
It's a challenging thing to come across, twice in 1 year.
Businesses in Rio Del Mar are facing storm damage once again after massive waves crushed down on their front doors Thursday morning. Joanne Reith lives up the hill from the beach, so when she saw the destruction, she knew she had to help.
It's sad when this happens again. It's people's jobs, It's their livelihood.
With just her shovel and her boots, Joanne, along with other neighbors, worked to clear up their community.
Just anybody that can just support and lend a hand and a shovel, and anytime of crisis, I think it's what makes us humans really work well together.
Santa Cruz County Public Works was also here with heavy machinery carrying out mud and large pieces of driftwood. A cleanup effort local business owners here say they need more than ever so people will know their doors are open.
It's the one thing when there's all this debris in the parking lot and it doesn't look like a beach, people don't come down to the beach. So hoping to get this cleaned up as soon as possible, and so people feel like this is a place where they can take their dogs on a walk and grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the scenery.
A Pacific Grove woman is facing eviction from a local senior facility. She's 96 years old and claims she made a deal years ago that guarantees her housing for the rest of her life. 96-year-old Jean Jacques has lived at her apartment complex for over 20 years. She's happy, healthy, and full of life. She says she was unbothered living here until a few weeks ago, when she received a 3-day eviction notice from the facility. In 2002, Jean said she signed a lifetime contract with the previous owner, California Nevada Methodist Homes, that said she could live here for the rest of her life. She paid a $250,000 down payment and was paying $5,000 a month in rent until her savings ran out.
I was shocked because the reason I moved into Forest Hill Manor was to be taken care of the rest of my life.
Back in 2022, Methodist Homes went bankrupt and sold the facility to Pacifica Senior Living, a for-profit company out of San Diego, with the clause that they would have to honor the lifetime contract like Jean's. But Jean and advocates for senior rights say the new owner is not doing that, and they want to evict Jean.
She's devoted all of her savings and money to this place. What would you do? I mean, can you see her out on the sidewalk? I don't think so. I mean, that's just insane to me. I don't care what the legal ramifications are here. This is morally unthinkable.
According to the eviction notice, Jean owes over $100,000 in late rent, and she must pay now or be evicted. KSBW reached out multiple times to Pacifica Senior Living for comment, but they did not get back to us. Alliance on Aging is helping Jean dispute this eviction and says they found an issue with the eviction notice. One being that the 3-day notice was not approved by the Community Care Licensing, the California Department of Social Services, which oversees these facilities. And the notice did not provide the tenant information on how to dispute the eviction.
It's frustrating. You do get angry knowing that it's an elderly person that was just told you need to leave. You need to leave the home that you've been living here for 20 years. You got to go. And where is this person gonna go?
For those fighting for Jean's well-being, they want the new owner to uphold the contract. Jean just wants to stay in her home.
I'm not going. They'll have to bury me because I've got a place to go. They've got all my money.
We reached out to Pacifica Senior Living many times, but they have not returned our calls or our emails. I really want you to get a full picture and experience exactly what we're seeing right now. People just carrying out whatever they can to help their community. Take a look at the size of these airplanes. The wingspan alone is over 80 inches. These are considered giants in the remote control airplane industry. And Salinas Area Modelers Club says they hope to train the next generation. We are just getting started here. We are at the 32nd annual old-fashioned crab, crack, and dance. And take a look. This is the first time it's back since the pandemic. But look, they have a silent auction. They have live music. They also have lots of food. The main ingredient on tonight's dish is crab. But hey, it's not all about the good food tonight. It's also for a good cause. And joining me tonight, we have Mike Baldwin. He is a volunteer and a crab tonight too. Mike is a volunteer for the Exchange Club of Hollister. And hey, you guys put this event together, but what is it all about?
Well, tonight it's not about everybody's being here is a great thing, but it's about the youth of the community.
Now, a final check at our weather. I think I could really be a part of this air guitar. If I don't need a band, I could be a musician.
I know I lack all musical talent as well, but I might be able to do that.
I think so too. How does our weather look?